What makes someone be considered the strongest man in the world? Is it their physical strength, their unshakable courage, or maybe something beyond what we can see? Today, we dive into the fascinating and peculiar story of King, the S-Class Rank 5 hero of the Hero Association, known as the Hero of Heroes, and paradoxically, the strongest man on Earth. But does this fame truly match reality, or are we looking at the greatest bluff ever recorded in the history of heroes? King is a character who, at first glance, exudes power. With his scars over his left eye, his intense gaze, and his imposing physique, he seems to personify a veteran warrior, someone who has faced countless battles and emerged victorious from all of them. However, what few know is that King has never fought a real battle in his life. His reputation, built on misunderstandings and coincidences, made him a feared hero, but what happens when the truth is on the verge of being revealed? Throughout his journey, King found himself in situations that could have easily exposed him as a fraud. But incredibly, his bluffing skills and intimidating aura saved him time and again. When powerful monsters or even assassins tried to confront him, they were intimidated to the point of giving up fighting, believing they were facing a true living legend. This aura of King, however, was nothing more than the reflection of his inner panic, the King engine, the accelerated sound of his heartbeat, mistaken for bloodlust or preparation for a devastating attack. But what truly shapes King as a hero? The answer may lie in his unexpected ability as a video game player. While he is ineffective in the real battlefield, in electronic games, King shines like no one else. He has won tournaments, defeated professional players, and even surpassed Saitama himself in virtual competitions. His dexterity with the controls contrasts with his apparent inability to fight in real life, and perhaps that is the key to understanding why he manages to stay at the top, even without ever actually fighting. But what about the morality of his situation? Being seen as the strongest hero, when in fact he is the weakest, is something that certainly weighs on King's conscience. He, more than anyone, knows that he does not deserve the title he carries. However, the responsibility that came with this misunderstanding pushed him down a path with no return. How can someone correct such a big lie when the whole world believes in it? As ironic as it may be, King is a character that evokes empathy. His battle is not against monsters or villains, but against the very farce that his life has become. He hides behind a mask of strength, but internally, he fights against fear and insecurity. It is this duality that makes him so fascinating. How can someone who is seen as a legend actually be the most fragile hero of all? And so, King continues his life as a hero, caught in a cycle of deceit and coincidences. But how long can this facade last? Will he one day be forced to face the truth? And if that moment comes, how will he react when his world of bluffs collapses? This is the true essence of King, a hero who has never fought, but, in a way, fights a personal battle every day. What would you do in his place? Would you have the courage to expose the truth, or would you continue living in the shadow of a lie? And now, the big question that remains, is it physical strength that defines a hero, or how they deal with their weaknesses?